Hi, this is Harshita, aka Mean Girl Diver, and last week I got my own gear, my own BCD and reg set, but unfortunately this week I wasn't able to try it out in actual water, so I thought I would make an unboxing video instead as a consolation prize. So as you can tell, I am extra mean this week, but let's get started with the unboxing. So originally I was gonna buy the Zeagle Xena BCD, and by chance I had rented an AquaLung Pearl for my deep adventure dive for my advanced open water class. And at first I thought it looked small to me, but then I put it on and it fit like a glove. And the decision was kind of made for me already because it just felt so comfortable, and when I got into the water, it actually stuck to my body. It didn't float off or make me feel uncomfortable in any way. So one thing I really like with the AquaLung Pearl that I don't think other BCDs necessarily have is that if you pull on the LPI, it acts as an extra dump valve. So if you find that you're floating away too much, that you can just pull on it and it will dump air and you will start to gain neutral buoyancy instead of floating away. The other two valves are, as you might expect in other BCDs, there's also one here and there's also another dump valve over here as well. Another feature that I want to point out is that in order to streamline a little bit more, that the AquaLung Pearl actually has two pockets where you can either put your SPG or your alternate, or if you want to be more traditional, you can put your alternate source regulator inside here, so that even if your buddy needs it, they can just pull it out from this pouch. You just have to make sure that they know that this pouch exists. So now I'm actually gonna put this BCD on and show you how great it fits me. So I'm just gonna kind of awkwardly put this on right now and kind of fight with it. It will be actually harder when I have a really heavy 25, 35 pound tank on me. So I have this cummerbund here, and I'm trying to get it as tight as possible because once I get into the water, there'll be some lift and it will become looser. So because I haven't actually gotten this into the water yet, it's kind of hard to tighten everything, but hopefully over time I can get this on, get these straps tighter quicker. So in addition to that, there's also a chest strap. So what I didn't mention earlier is the rental that I used a few weeks ago, the older generation AquaLung Pearl. It didn't have this chest strap, whereas most other BCDs do. So for some reason, they decided, I guess through product testing, that they should bring this chest strap back. Previously, they had this weird sports bra thing that was integrated with the BCD. I don't know, it doesn't really look like a sports bra, but they got rid of that. And thank goodness, because that would have been really constraining. But yeah, I have a cummerbund, this waist buckle thing, this chest strap that definitely needs to be tightened. And then also, this is the most important part, is the shoulder straps. And I'll show you after I tighten this really down that it is really tight. And unlike unisex BCDs, this actually fits me well. Like I can barely put fingers underneath. With the unisex BCDs, I would get into the water, I'd be like, oh, this is perfectly fine. And then like 2-3 minutes later, like the BCD straps would be here and here would be my shoulders. And that was really uncomfortable. So thank you AquaLung for thinking of the ladies. I'm quite pleased with this BCD and I hope I'll be using it for a very long time. So I actually got the AquaLung Pearl BCD as part of the women's package, and the women's package comes with the BCD, AquaLung Pearl BCD, and it comes with the ABS Octo, i300C computer, and the Titan regulator. But what I did was actually upgrade to the Mikron regulator. So that's what I'll be talking about next. So the Mikron regulator actually came really highly recommended to me because it is a lightweight travel regulator, but I mean, it doesn't have to be used while you're just traveling. And the mouthpiece that comes with it is actually smaller than a lot of regulators that I've used. So it's gonna stay in my mouth. And sometimes that's like my biggest anxiety while diving, is that my regulator is gonna come out of the mouth. Of course, they tell you how to, recover your regulator and everything in the training, but it's just nice to be able to you know, be swimming along and feel like, oh, my regulator's not gonna pop out of my mouth at any moment. So hopefully this will work really well. Also, I wanted to point out that it has a free flow adjuster, so you can control how what the flow rate of the air from your tank is. So I really like that. It also comes with a braided hose, so I've been told that's really nice for people who have small mouths like me, so they can just like, you know, adjust the regulator as it needs to be. So I seem to like this regulator so far. Hopefully it will live up to its reputation in water. Next on this reg set, we have the AquaLung ABS Octo. So this comes with the women's package. So this is their lowest priced Octo, and hopefully it will work well because, you know, you don't really use an Octo long term while you're diving. This is only in case of emergency. So hopefully Ian will like this, and the mouthpiece is not the same size as the Mikron regulator, but hopefully it will work as an emergency tool. So the LPI hose is also braided like the regulator hose, so that will also be interesting to use because I think I haven't used an LPI hose that is braided, but we'll see. And then I have a yoke first stage here. I know I've been reading a lot on the internet about what kind of regulator to use, a DIN first stage or a yoke first stage. But since I'm in the United States and I didn't want to deal with buying an extra converter or anything like that, I went with the yoke setup. I know a lot of people have lots of opinions about like, oh, why didn't you go for a DIN or why did you go for a yoke? Well, yoke is what I'm used to. At this point, all the dive centers that I'll be going to so far are able to support yoke, so hey, I'll go with that. I'm only 20 dives in, but since I bought all this gear, I'm pretty much locked in for life. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below or reach out to me via social media at Mean Girl Diver. For all you fans, see you out on the reef. For all you haters, go jump in a lake.